Hello everyone, I'm Haasitha Kodali and I'm pursuing my master's in computer science from Cal State University East Bay. I wanted to share with you my views and expectations regarding my summer internship 2023 at Oriental Overseas Container Limited, which is a large integrated international container transport, logistics and terminal company. It provides real-time sailing schedule search, cargo tracking, shipment details, vessel tracking, etc. So, moving on, I would like to explain you about my role and responsibilities that I've been committed to in my course of work. I started my intern with a designated title software engineer intern and I worked for about a month until now. This has given me a greater experience in my field of study. Firstly, I'm responsible for creating hook to handle successful logout for the department collaboration through customer metrics, which is also called as DCCM application. Next to this, I'm also responsible to analyze the efficiency of auth to protocol for authorized security and monitoring the Git logs. Also, I'm responsible for interchanging the libraries to support for better application performance. And I'm also responsible for changing the database queries to use the JPA meta models. I, I have also updated the Docker images to balance it with the updated Java version. Along with this, I'm also responsible for updating the Spring Boot version and all the related prerequisites. I have also monitored the flyway and updated the dependencies according to its behavior in application.yaml. Next to this, I've also used the mutation technique to make changes in the GraphQL and perform the API calls. I was also responsible for evaluating the test cases using JUnit testing. And then I have also made changes to the Gradle by adding the dependencies and rebuilding the Gradle. Then I would also like to explain you about my day-to-day activities. The first activity is attending the daily stand-up meeting and addressing to all the upgrades and helping the team to resolve the issues. Next is selecting the story and assessing its difficulty. Here we select the story that the user actually requests to make changes for and assesses how much time it would take to be solved. Then comes the development phase where I usually make changes to the app and validate the changes in local. Then I have to perform the troubleshooting and debugging, which helped me to resolve the issues promptly. Next to that, I have also analyzed the application performance through relevant test execution and ensured quality of the changes. And I've also performed the commit. Later, I had pushed the changes and performed testing to verify the application behavior. Then I had deployed the changes using Jenkins and executed the app in microservices after performing static application security testing. And finally, I had gone through the ranker logs to identify the errors if there are any. And then there are some of the technologies and libraries that I have used, and these are as follows. CMS2 for controlling the deployment and handling the procedures. Spring Boot 3.0 for multiple project deployments. Gradle to extract the APIs and plugins. GitLab for verifying the logs and reviewing the code. IntelliJ to create and run the code. Docker to run the VM operations. Jenkins for deployment. JFrog for importing the dependencies. Ranker for validating the logs. Pivotal Tracker for checking the requirements. Java SE17 for creating the programming logic, and all the scripting languages like Java, TypeScript, and Groovy for plugins and test validations. GraphQL for making changes using mutation. React.js for setting up the build, MySQL and MongoDB for writing the database queries, JUnit for unit testing, Apache for serving the HTTP requests, JSON for transporting the data, Maven for creating the project object model, Guava for extracting the collections, Jakarta for APIs and interactions. Next to this, I would like to explain about the career opportunities that we have at OOCL. OOCL had made substantial investment in their global IT infrastructure and development resources, and these are some of the positions to which they hire the interns. They are the DevOps support intern, software engineer intern, developer intern, data science intern, cybersecurity intern, application security intern, artificial intelligence intern, and machine learning intern. OCL is paying its way towards automation, and so there are so many projects that are going to start within few days related to artificial intelligence and machine learning. Next to this, I would like to explain how CSUB courses had helped me. The first course is Advanced Computer Networks for navigating through the methods and sharing data through a secured connection. Also, the web systems for working with the user interface and understanding it in a better way. Then, the database management system for writing database queries. Cloud computing for understanding the large scale data storage, evaluation, and enhancement. Advanced algorithm to resolve the issues within the specified time. Then comes the areas of deficiency or experience. I have no prior experience in the field of work that I am currently doing, so it took a few days for me to get used to it, especially when trying to troubleshoot with the issues. Also, I had a greater exposure to many frameworks, tools, and libraries, and also for Jenkins for deployment. Also, I'm very new to Docker and Flyway, which made me realize the way to analyze the VM options and also create and update the procedures easily. Also, I'm very new to the agile methodologies that let me understand the real-time project strategies. Then comes the expectations that I have met. These include gaining technical, analytical, and professional skills, and also have acquired enough of hands-on experience. While I also gained knowledge related to testing that streamlined for efficient application authorization and also help to troubleshoot and debug the errors as early as possible. And then comes the takeaways. These are some of the takeaways that I have encountered. They are improving continuous integration with CMS, leveraging the Docker for predictable and efficient development, gaining insights into the shipment sector, fostering independent problem solving skills, navigating the workplace environment, utilizing the Gradle and Jenkins for streamlined developments. So that's it. Thank you.